Hello, this is Sarah from Posh Pooch Designs, and today's video I'm going to show you how to make this fun hatband. We're going to be making it in red, white, and blue today. It's the hatband and the flower. Now you can go and purchase a sun hat from anywhere. I purchased these from the Dollar Tree a couple years ago, or your local Walmart or wherever for a couple of bucks, or you can make one and then fancy it up with these hat bands with a flower. And I'll show you how you can take them off and on also. All you're going to need is some worsted weight number 4 yarn. It takes very little, not even an ounce. And we're going to be using this red, white, and blue for our demonstration today. You can use a solid. You can use a variegated. You can even use different colors together and add as many flowers as you want. It's just a fun way to have a hat and that you can add all different kinds of bands to that can match your fun summer clothes. This is the hats I took on vacation and they were perfect. All right, so you need some yarn, worsted weight. You need an H hook. And then you're going to also need a yarn needle because we'll be sewing the ends together and of course weaving in your ends and sewing your how to sew your flower on. And then you'll need some scissors. This is a free pattern on my blog. It's just called the Sunhat Hatband or something like that. Hatband for sun hats. And I'll put that link on the comment section so you'll have that free pattern to go and look at. All right, are we ready to get started? I'm going to pop off this hat. And then I'm going to move down the screen so you can see what I'm doing. All right, the first thing we're going to do is for the hat, it is a 24-inch hatband. But I'm not going to chain out all 78, 79, 80 chains. I'm just going to make enough to show you how to make the shell stitch because we'll be stitching on both sides of the chain. So I've got a little chain already started. And if you've never worked on both sides of the chain, this will help you with that because this is really, really a fast, easy pattern. Get my hook in there, right? All right. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put 1 single crochet in the second, here's the first, here's the second chain. So we got 1 single crochet. Then we're going to skip the next 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to put 4 double crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is where our first shell stitch is made. We're going to skip the next 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to single crochet in that next stitch. And that's our first shell stitch. Now you'll be doing this all along your chain, and you should have 13 shells made with a single crochet in between each one. So we're going to skip 2 chains, 4 double crochets in the next chain, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, another question that was asked about this band is can they make it in cotton? And absolutely, of course, you can do this in any yarns that you want. As a matter of fact, it'd be a great project to take with you if you're going on vacation. You could work on these on the plane and have them ready when you get there. All right, skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet in the next chain. Skip 2, 1, 2, and 4 double crochets in the next chain. 1, 2, I keep slipping out. All right, there we go. There's another shell made. We're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and crochet or a single crochet in that chain. When you get to the end of your row, Now we've only made, of course, 3 shells here. When you get to the end of your 13 shells, you're going to put that single crochet in the last chain, and then you're going to chain 1. Oops, there we go. And you're going to turn your work. And now we're going to be stitching down this other side of the chain. And if you've never done this, you're going to find this really, really easy. So we've chained 1. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put a single crochet in that single crochet right there. Just like that. And then we're going to put 4 double crochets in the center of the shell stitch, skipping all these chains, which would be 2 chains, of course. And we're going to put 4 double crochets in that shell stitch. And this gives us the other side of our shells. Just like that. And then we're going to single crochet in that single crochet. Just like that. And you can see it's starting to look like the hatband. So we're going to put 4 single crochets in the center chain of the shell from the previous row. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's our 4 shell stitches. Then 1 single crochet in the single crochet. 4 double crochets in the center of the shell. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, if we have done all 13 of our shell stitches all the way down, I know this is only 3, but there'll be 13 on your hatband for 24-inch hatband. You're going to single crochet in that last single crochet, and then you'll tie off, leaving about a 12-inch piece of yarn so that you can tie the, you'll put the band around. Let me grab this one so you can see. This is one we did the other day in this color. You're going to take the band all the way around, and then you'll, using your yarn needle, you'll just whip stitch that around. I tied a knot just because it made me feel better, and then I did the weave in of the yarn. But I just wanted to make sure it would stay. And you make a nice band like this, and it's easy to slip on and off. Now, the way that it's attached so that it doesn't come off the hat is with the flower. So let me set that aside. And here's a flower that's already done that matches this one. But I'm going to show you how to make the flower. All right. Because we want one to match our hat, of course. And so you're going to make your slip stitch and chain 2. This is just beginning chains. Now we're going to half double crochet for 12 half double crochets in the second chain from the hook. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a tight fit. 5, 6, 7, 8. You may have to push them down a little, get them all on there. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now, if your chain pulled out and you have a little bit of a hole, don't worry about that. We'll use this end chain, this end piece of yarn to close that hole up if it doesn't close up tightly. Okay, so now we're going to slip stitch in that first half double crochet to join, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's the center of our flower, and like I said, we'll use this chain, we'll put the needle on, and I'll show you how to close that hole in a few minutes. Okay, so now we're going to do our petals. We chained 3, and we're going to do 3 triple crochets in the same stitch as the chain. And to triple crochet, you put 2 wraps on your hook, go in that same half double crochet, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. It makes a nice long stitch. Kind of looks like a hibiscus. All right, so we did our chain 3, and then we did 3 triple crochets. Then we're going to chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Try to put my yarn over, and we're going to go right in that same stitch and do a slip stitch. And then we're going to slip stitch in the next stitch. And there's our first petal. And then we're going to do this. We're going to slip stitch in the next stitch, because there's a slip stitch between each petal, and then we slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 wraps, and we're going to do 3 triple crochets in the same stitch, just like that. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We slip stitch in the same stitch that closes up our petal. Then we slip stitch in the next half double crochet, and then we slip stitch in the next half double crochet, just like that, and we make another petal. 1, 2, 3. Now, you can add as many flowers as you want and as many size. And it's a really fun thing to just get on Ravelry or just Google crochet flower patterns and just make all different kinds. Daisies would be so pretty. Marigolds, any colors. And I did this petal this way because I wanted it to kind of resemble the hibiscus that they have in Hawaii. Of course, they're not red, white, and blue, so that doesn't work too well. But as far as like having lots of petals, I mean, you can do double petal flowers and all kinds of flowers just to personalize that hat band. And if you do it the way I'm going to show you when we hook this hat on, or this flower on, it makes it removable so that you can use it, you know, and make a bunch in different colors. Use the same hat, but decorate, let's see. Slip stitch. There we go. I can't talk and work at the same time, I guess. All right. Slip stitch in the next, and then slip stitch there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, you can use the same hat with lots of different color hat bands and have lots of, you know, to coordinate with your different outfits. And it's always a good idea if you're going on a vacation to keep that hat nearby. You may not wear it all the time. You might even carry it around a little bit, which I did. But when I had it with me, I knew I could just pop it on my head when needed. And it was great that I bought 2, because then I didn't have to change them all the time. I could have 2 ready, you know, with different colored coordinating bands. Okay, here's our last petal. 1, 2, 3. 3 triple crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, join with a slip stitch, and then slip stitch in that next one. Pull that tight, and I'm going to cut off a long string, maybe 12 inches, so that I'll have that extra for what I'm showing you how to attach the hat, or the flower on the hat. Oops, I pulled it back, didn't I? There we go. Okay, so here we have our flower, 6 petals, and we still have this hole. So what I do, I go on the back side, and I take that yarn that I started with, and I always try to leave, you know, 6, 8 inches hanging off there when I start. Okay, so all you do to close up this flower is to go thread your needle and then stitch around the stitches that we did for our half double crochet. Came off my needle there. There we go. Just go around these edges where we stitched our half double crochet. Just like that. Back to where you started. And give it a little gentle pull, and it'll close up. Just like that. And then I usually do just a real quick couple of loops just to hold it down. Make sure it's nice and tight, and that yarn is all weaved in. Is that the correct terminology? Weaved, or is it woven? I think it's woven. Okay, so then that's done, and the flower is closed. Okay, so what you're going to do is on your hat, let me move my things here. You can see that the band is on, and I have the flower on. And the way I attach that flower, I'll attach this other one just so that you can see, because it's okay to have two flowers on there. Now in this hat, it is a wicker hat, so we have lots of little holes to work with. So what I do is I put the flower on, and then I go through these little holes that are on the hat to the back. Probably easier to show you this one. Thought maybe I could show you that, but it's going to look too difficult. Okay, I stitch through, I take my needle through the hole, and then on the back side, I just loop around, and then I put a little slip knot here. That way, all I have to do is pull this string, and I usually just take this one that's left and make just a little bow like this. And then all I have to do is pull that string, take the flower off, and then I can change to a different hat band. It's that simple. So you've got a hat band and a flower, just like this. When you go to use it, put your hat band on. Use this string to weave in and out. Now, I know you may not have a needle with you when you go on vacation, so make sure you pack one of those plastic needles in your bag somewhere, like in your makeup kit or something. Or if you're taking your crochet with you, pack a plastic needle, and then you can just, you go around the band, sew it through, tie a little slip knot in the back, and you've got a hat band that is changeable. All right, let me put the screen back up for you. And I hope that made sense, to put the hat, the flower on the hat band, and then underneath you just tie a slip knot. You loop it around once or twice, tie a slip knot in a bow, and then all you have to do is pull this bow at the string, and you can leave that string in the hat when you wear it, because it's not going to affect you at all. And if you worry about it coming off, go ahead and tie a knot. You can always clip the string if you have to. But this is just a fun hat band with a flower that you can wear. This one is actually my favorite, because I love these fun colors. Oh, I have lots of colors of them. I've got a blue and green one over here. So it's a lot of fun. So, and you don't have to go on vacation to wear a beautiful hat with a hat band. You can do a staycation in your backyard and still look fabulous. So thanks for watching my video today. And I hope this answered a few questions if you had any. And be sure and click that subscribe button and a couple of those likes. And while you're here, check out some of my other videos. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you do take a vacation this summer. Thank you.